Hey everybody, Lauren Fitz here. I just wanted to give you guys a quick heads up that even though the podcast is awesome, the audio quality is not the same quality that you're used to hearing because we recorded it off-site. But please stay tuned because all of the content is totally worth every single second. So hope you enjoy the episode. You are listening to the Fitz and Healthy podcast. I am your host, Dr. Lauren Fitzgerald, also known as Lauren Fitz. I'm a medical doctor, a fitness instructor, an entrepreneur, a health and fitness coach, but most importantly, I am a lover of life. And here on the Fitz and Healthy podcast, I intend to give you a ton of great information and knowledge that will serve as potential power so that you can live a life by design and make it more fits and healthy. And don't forget to listen to the disclaimer at the end. I'm not your doctor, yo. All right, enjoy the episode. Much love. Ciao. Hello and welcome. My name is Lauren Fitzgerald, and I am joined by my friend, Chris Downing. Hi, Chris. How's it going? So most of you guys already have heard me talk about Chris so far. But if by chance you're one of the rare people that have no clue who this gentleman is, let me just do a quick introduction. So this gentleman is the newest super trainer that was handpicked by the CEO of Beachbody himself after discovering him on, what you guess, YouTube. You guys, he has an amazing YouTube channel and he films all of his work. How long have you had the YouTube channel?
About 5 years.
Okay.
5 or 6 years.
So he has got this precious son who literally, it was the video of him with his son, training his son. And how old was he?
The first video was 17 months.
It's crazy. And this is the video that Carl Deichler, the CEO and founder of Beachbody, found Chris Downing. And now his program is called Shift Shop. I'm in the test group. You probably, if you follow me on Facebook, you know I'm in the test group. This is his program. And it launches on July 12th. And I have the fortunate benefit to be the first person to interview him for a podcast. So, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So he just finished doing a photo shoot. How many photo shoots did you do this week?
Oof. I did a couple.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did quite a few.
Beachbody flew him, and he's been here since what, Sunday? Okay. And he has been hand signing all 5,000 copies?
Yeah,
Wow.
5,000.
DVD photo, yeah, like crazy, and photo shoots, and I can't even imagine what else. So you guys, after this live Q&A, I'm going to be interviewing him for the Fitz and Healthy podcast. So you can't hear that live interview. You have to wait and download it. I'll probably make it come out the Monday right before Shift Shop comes out. That's probably when it's going to happen. But today, of course, you know, this is FITz Friday Q&A, and sometimes I will be combined with someone that I'm interviewing. Some days it'll just be me and Cinthanie. But I'm fortunate enough to have Mr. Chris Downing himself by my side. So, are you ready for these questions? Now, let me just tell you, okay? These are health and fitness questions. So there's no personal questions, and Robert is going to be answering, or he's going to be talking to us and telling us what questions you guys have. Robert said there were already questions coming in. So one of my Snapchat people asked me to ask you what your thought on intermittent fasting and the 6-hour eating window. So let's just start there.
Oh, there we go. I love intermittent fasting. I think it's very good. You get, that just a track break.
Yeah.
So also, I put a little twist on it. When I do it, I use that time to usually meditate just to make sure my spirit is good. And I try to get as much control over my mind and body as much as possible in that time. So.
How long ago did you discover intermittent fasting? I'm just curious because I realized that this is something that fitness professionals, I feel like, have been keeping secret, right?
Yeah.
Because so many of us heard, practice is do a sport meal a day, you're supposed to have 6 meals, every 3 seconds, and all that BS. So how long ago did you even hear about this? I'm just curious.
I learned about it about 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
And when the gentleman presented it to me, I was like, you out of your mind. I ain't doing that low without you. Crazy.
Right?
No, but I think I kind of matured, and that's what did it. Once I matured a little bit and got a better understanding of my body and the benefits of it, that's when I kind of, I was like, okay, let me give it a shot. It's so easy.
So do you do it every day?
Oh yeah, I live by it. I usually do I was doing the 12 to 8 concept, but I don't like to eat that late, so I switched it to 11 to 7.
Okay.
And that's like perfect for my body. So
nice. Have you ever tried to shorten that window of eating?
You know what? I'm so busy. I have to rush to eat anyway. Right. So if I miss a couple meals, it really didn't matter.
Okay.
But I thought about shortening it a little bit.
Yeah.
But
you haven't experimented.
No, I haven't experimented.
Okay, so we have questions. So, and we'll talk more about this in the interview, just so you know.
All right.
Okay, so Robert, tell us our first question.
Okay, so Brittany Glaze on YouTube asks, well, here's first a comment. So it's not just a question, but I want to say thank you now. My family likes different foods. Hyde Abishira question. Hello again. I want to know what kind of food, or let's say what food is good on Surah, Suhor, during Ramadan.
Ooh.
Oh.
Good question. Let me look that up. Hold on a second. Let me
Come on now. Come on.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a curveball. You got me. Strike one.
I was going to say, that's a curveball.
You got me. Strike one.
So we'll do this. We will find the answer, because I don't know the answer to that question.
You just straight hit me up. You couldn't say
right?
You could have said something like, do you like apples? When do you eat apples? You're going to hit me with something like that. Let me Google this in the commercial break.
For real. So I promise you, we will find the answer to that and get back to you. Because like I said, I always start these FITz Friday Q&As with, look, I may be a doctor, but I don't know everything. I learn new stuff every single day, so I will do my best to answer the question. And if I don't know the answer to the question, I have no problem saying I don't know, but I will get back to you. So that applies to you. So do we have another question yet, Robert?
Yes, we do. On Facebook from Penelope K.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on men trying to bulk up and using protein powder to help this?
Okay,
that's a good question.
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't use protein powders. I drink Shakeology. No, it's true though, because I have a gluten sensitivity, so I don't really trust any protein powders. I kind of stick to my Beachbody line. It does my body well, so it makes me comfortable. It feels good.
Okay, but for sure, sometime in the past, you've always been into weightlifting and athletics, so I know that you've tried a bunch of different protein powders.
I think, honestly, if I had to suggest another company, I would probably go with Beverly International. It's a phenomenal company out of Ohio, in Columbus.
He's from Ohio, just so y'all know.
Prior to Beachbody, I got Beverly products. So yeah, I would say look into Beverly International, because it's actually a bodybuilding, athletic type of company. So they have some phenomenal products. I just can't take it with me.
He is the new super trainer from Beachbody, but the fact is, I listen to a ton of podcasters who are health and fitness nutrition experts, and every single one of them have some sort of supplementation that they do, because the fact is that if you eat 100% whole food diet and you're eating the proper healthy fats, vegetables, all that kind of stuff, you're still missing out on a lot of micronutrients, because we live in 2017 with a ton of toxins. Our soil is depleted from crap. All the animals are treated like terrible. So we can't get the optimal nutrition unless we supplement. But the thing is, if you go to any of those nutrition stores, if you read the labels, it's full of so much bad stuff. So don't assume that because the label looks like, oh, it's non-GMO. I'm like, you got to read your labels and look at the ingredients. I will get off my soapbox now, but that's, yeah. So did that answer the question? Maybe? I don't even remember the question now.
I think you nailed that.
Okay. Okay, next question, Robert.
So next question on Facebook from Marcella. Do you find that intermittent fasting has gotten rid of junk cravings?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Yeah, I mean that fasted period, and actually during that fasted period, I'll drink BCAAs because I usually train in the morning. I'll train twice before I actually eat. So yeah, I think it's helped out, dramatically as far as the sugar cravings. I have a sweet tooth.
Me too.
Yeah, so
Yep.
yeah, it works for sure, definitely.
That was actually one of the first things that I noticed about Shakeology was my sugar cravings.
Yes.
Minus that time of the month that you don't have to relate with, but the sugar cravings are like completely gone because of Shakeology.
Yeah.
And let me ask you this, BCAAs, what brand do you use?
So I use
And why do you have a BCAA yet?
yeah, let's
Right?
let's tell them right
I know, Carl Eichler, are you watching? That's the next program, next product you need.
Yeah, I used to use a company called FITz. It's
Okay.
very good. I think the cleanest product they have, and I'll use that. So
And you just get it on Amazon,
yeah,
right?
you can get Amazon, Vitamin Shop, GNC.
Another brand that I really like is by Thorne Laboratories, THORNE, and it's a real, and it tastes good. I actually mix it with Energize. Have you done that yet?
Yeah, I mix these.
Yeah.
I mix the stem with Energize and Hydrate.
Yep, no, that's exactly what I do. So he promotes fasted exercise, and so you want to. Well, maybe we could say that unless someone wants to ask about that, we could say that for the interview.
Yeah, say it, whatever.
What do we? Yeah, we'll say it. I mean, I can't get into all the good stuff yet. Come on now. What other questions do you got, Robert?
Okay, so over back on YouTube,
Uh-huh.
Chris, how did you come up with Ship Shop? So excited to learn more about it.
Well, I didn't come up with the name. Carl came up with the name. Like when we came up with the name Ship Shop, we were hours before we had our deadline for a name. He came up with the concept based on my gyms in Ohio, and also the program, how it ramps up, extend 10 minutes each week. But the whole Ship Shop overall program is literally my personality. If you see my YouTube videos, it's the same thing, just maybe a little more condensed, or every fitness level, as opposed to my videos on YouTube is usually training a team or an athlete. So yeah, the Ship Shop is a very welcoming program.
It's by far my favorite. And I'm not just saying it because you're here. Just for the record.
She said just for the record.
No, seriously, I've told him this is the program that I was waiting for Beachbody to come out with. I don't know if you guys follow me on my personal Facebook page, but I guess it was Wednesday. I did a live broadcast right after I got my tail end kicked by this dude. Not in person, but because I'm in the test group, right? And what I said was, it's for both athletes and non-athletes, which I love because I'm an athlete, but my parents never gave me an opportunity to be an athlete because I was put in dance when I was like 3 years old, and I danced throughout my whole childhood. But this is that side of me that I just feel empowered, and this is why sports is so good for kids. It's not just because it gives them good exercise. It exercises the mind, the spirit, the everything, and it's very apparent that he has trained professional athletes in this program. It's awesome. Okay, next question.
All right, so next question is from Samara. Sorry if I messed up your name. How long do you do your workouts for? I believe that's directed towards you, Chris.
Of course.
Well, in the morning, my first workout is usually 5:30 in the morning, so that's a 45-minute workout. And then I'll train a couple clients, and then I have a mid-morning workout. My buddies will come in. I have some friends that play pro ball, so they'll come in mid-morning, and that's when we do our circuit work. It's usually an hour. It's pretty tough. And then certain days I have a third workout, which I do at night. But I really dial in, when I'm close to events. I just kind of like that.
Something like a big, like 30,000 coaches in July.
Yeah, so I feel like I have to make sure I'm at my best. So I usually kind of tend to train a lot.
You're not worried about overtraining?
No, not really. Because if I start feeling fatigue, I convince myself that I'm not.
Okay, don't listen to everything I have to say. I'm worried about your adrenal glands, guys. So you have your own facility in Ohio. The 5:30 workout, do you do by yourself or do you do with your clients?
So that's a group. It's a conditioning class, so it's usually just all cardio. It's pretty intense stuff, but it's also motivating. And it's 5:30 in the morning. I'm the with that class, I have a certain mindset that, usually I'm the first person, those participants or this class members see. So I have a lot of influence on how the rest of the day goes. So I try to make sure, they leave better than they came, just so I can send them out the door, with a positive outlook on life and just full of energy and vitality and just, joy. But yeah, a 5:30 class is serious.
But you do it with them.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I do it with them, depending on, if it's my rest day or not. But for the most part, yeah, I train.
Okay. And so you break your fast at 11. So after 2 workouts.
Mm-hmm. Holy bananas. Yeah, but it's not that bad though, because I'll have. So I'll have that. I'll have my second workout around about 10 o'clock, and then right after that second workout, I'm like scarfing the food.
Yeah.
I'm licking containers and everything.
Right.
Ready to eat. Yeah.
So then you do this how many days out of the week?
Oh no, that's just how I eat.
No, I'm talking about the two workouts every morning.
Right.
Do you do that 7 days a week?
So the 2 days I do 5 days a week. I do 5 days a week, and then there's one day where I'll do 3 a day, and then the other day I rest. So I only work out 6 days a week.
Oh my. Okay, next question.
Okay, so this next question was kind of answered by your guys' answer from the last one, but Mary asked, does he do intermittent fasting? And then Christine asked, do you eat this way every day, the 6-hour window?
Okay.
Yeah, 11 to 7 is pretty much, because I don't like to train with food in my stomach, man. It just because I feel blah, and I feel sluggish, and my workouts, they tend to like touch your soul. So I don't want them to touch my food in the process of touching my soul when I'm throwing up somewhere. But yeah, I just need to be, no food in my stomach, so I can really, sometimes my body gets taxed. I gotta use my spirit to get through these workouts, and I just don't want anything in the way.
And he's not even kidding. Like literally, so in this test group, there's what, like 300 of us?
Oh, yeah, 300 strong.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome, and I'm learning so much from not just him, but from all of the other coaches that were selected for this group. And he said at the beginning, he was like, it's going to be expected that you're going to have a moment where you probably break down in tears. Or maybe more than one moment, and I'm like, whatever. Like day one. I mean, not even kidding, but it was funny. I don't remember the dude's post or the dude's name from yesterday, but he said, okay, I have to admit, I was like, okay, whatever. All these people are getting emotional and whatever, and he broke down too.
Yeah, and I try to stress, especially in the test group, this isn't punishment. I'm trying to give you a glimpse of what I already see in you. See, sometimes, even people who go to the gym, they don't really know their truest potential, man. They don't understand that there's greatness in them. They don't understand they were put on this earth for a purpose. They don't understand that within them is something so magical and so great. You just got to get birth to it. And sometimes you got to make sure you're willing to take that step first and foremost, but you got to really dig in there and pull it out, man. That's where all your joy, your success, everything you want for yourself is connected to your purpose. You got to let that out.
And see, this is, I think, one of the main reasons that Carl Deibler found him, because this is what every single workout represents, and this is why this is by far my favorite program, and this is the program that is going to reach people in a way that they haven't been reached yet. And for sure, I know that I don't know how many I know you train tons of professional athletes, but getting in their mindset, I know he's been practicing this training for probably your entire adult life, right?
Yeah, it's kind of, it came from my philosophy, kind of came from my childhood. I grew up adopted, abused, no father, and so I never wanted anybody to feel that brokenness I felt, that emptiness, those insecurities I had growing up, that lack of self-worth. So I channeled that through training, through motivating other people, because I know how hard it was for me to rise above that. And sometimes people commit suicide, and they just need to be heard. And I just figure, any person that crossed my path in my lifetime, I may have them for an hour, I may have them for 10 minutes. I just got to make sure, my goal is always make sure they leave better than I found them. So that's kind of how I approach the whole training concept too. You know, it's working. It's been working. It's a gift. It's bigger than me. It's just something that was given to me, and I just, you know, I let the gift do the work and sit back and watch like everybody else.
And one thing that I will give you credit for, he is just as humble off camera as he appears on camera. And obviously, I mean, he's got crazy gifts and crazy talent. And but the fact is, both he and I believe the same thing. There is greatness inside of every single freaking person watching this, either live or watching the replay. And he has a unique gift to be able to get you to get in touch with that belief that you do have something great inside of you. So, I mean, I just can't say no. Okay, next question. We gotta save some of the good stuff in the interview, right?
Okay, so Janine asks on YouTube, I am going to be 55 years old on June 14th. What would Shift Shop be good for a beginner like me? I am also a cancer survivor and only been doing Beachbody on demand for about 8 months.
Well, first and foremost, you're a cancer survivor, so you're probably one of the strongest people in the world anyway, number one. So let's get that outside of fitness. It takes a strong, unique person to know that their life's on the line and to navigate through that whole process with your head up and staying as confident and as positive as possible. That's a strength that you just can't measure that. That's incredible. But as far as the Shift Shop program, you know, it's for everybody. There's modifications to every exercise and every workout. So you just have to, you know, non-judging yourself, just do the best you can, and just finish better than you started. You know, again, there's no judgment, there's no ego, there's nothing, there's no pressure. You just do the best you can. And just remember, I mean, come on, you overcame cancer. Shift Shop's nothing. It's true.
True. No, so true. No, one thing that I loved that you said a few days ago in the test group was try before you modify. And I love that because I think so many times we sell ourselves short, and it's that misbelief in our head.
Yeah.
And you know, this program really, like he said, is truly for everyone. And you know, there's always, in every single workout, there's always the modifier that you can follow. But I love that try before you modify. It's for sure. Okay, so next question.
Robin on Facebook, what are your thoughts on basic metabolic rate? Are the calculators accurate? Is it helpful to know?
Ooh. Give that to the doctor. Pass the torch.
Actually, I'm planning on next Friday, Cinthanie and I are going to record an episode that will actually answer this exact thing, because the fact is that if calories in versus calories out and the basic belief that we've been following for decades now really worked, we wouldn't have the epidemic of obesity that we have. And so one thing that I like to try and train my coaches and my clients to start to change their viewpoint on is that it's not physics, it's biology. So it's the equation of why you are not losing weight more times than not. That's why someone cares about that basal metabolic rate, right? If you can change that, well, I'm just not exercising enough, or I'm not, you know, I need to cut back calories. It's so much more than that. It's biology. And more times than not, it's your hormones and all the crap that you're eating and all the toxins and your lack of sleep, the stress and inability to deal with it. Like, there's so many things that jack with your biology that will basically jack with your basal metabolic rate. So just stay tuned. And if you haven't gone and downloaded all the episodes on Fitz and Healthy, that's homework between now and then, okay? Just so you know. Okay, next question.
On Facebook again, Josie asks, how would you approach or guide someone who has suffered from eating disorder in respects to intermittent fasting, and how to get that journey started for fitness sake?
Well, anytime, that's a great question. Anytime, you know, I get presented questions that, you know, that revolve around some type of disorder or illness, before you can really get to that, I always try to find out why. Why does this person have this disorder, this illness? Because that's where you have to start. I mean, you don't want to mask it by thinking, okay, you know, drink this shake, do this exercise. It's just a deeper rooted problem. So once you identify your why, then I think you can counter it with working out, training, but it has to start in the mind first. It has to come from a position where you didn't always have that disorder. Something happened that caused that. So I would say start the battle internally in the mind first. Visualize yourself in a healthier state, eating whole, eating great, feeling good, smiling before that situation occurred. Start visualizing that, engaging with that visual, emotionally connecting with that, so that you can attract, that desire again to be in that healthier state, and then add fitness on top of that. And I think you could be off and running, but you got to see it first before you got to see yourself as healthy and whole first.
Visualization is a technique that I'm sure you teach to all your athletes that you train, right?
Absolutely. I make vision boards.
Really?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, what do you want? I can't just train you to train you. We gotta have a reason. There's a purpose here.
So that's essentially where you start.
Oh yeah. I have to see where their mind is at, because I have to take them somewhere. I have to take them out of their comfort zone to what I believe they can become. I have to sell them hope, to show them, no, that's what you think. But let me show you what I see for you. And let them gravitate to that. Once they connect to that, they're off to the races.
I'm speechless. I'm just speechless. Okay, next question.
Next question on YouTube from Derby, directed to Chris. When someone seems to be giving up during a workout, how do you get them back on track and focused? And what exactly do you tell them after they finish that tough session?
So, again, it goes back to what I just said. All of my clients have to bring me goals. I can't train you without goals. So the goals is kind of like the accountability, when they're going through these workout sessions. And, sometimes we struggle as athletes, as, gym goers. We're not feeling it, and we got to dig a little deeper to get to the workout. But I try to remind them, remember what the goal is, right? If it was easy, everybody could do it. But I try to get them to connect with something. Okay, this tiredness you feel, this whatever you're feeling, this emotion you're feeling at this moment, that's your adversity. That's the very thing that's trying to take you back to square one. You have to make a decision right now. You're at this wall. You either go through it, over it, or go back to where you came from. But I promise you, if you go back where you came from, symptoms are going to be worse. You're going to be more depressed, unhappy. You're going to beat yourself up. Take a deep breath, internalize it, use it as motivation, push through it. On the other side of that is that relief you need, that gratification. You look in the mirror and I say, I did it. I'm proud of myself. I love myself. So when that situation occurred, you're in a great place. You're in a vulnerable moment. Now you need to make a decision to overcome that obstacle. And I said, I don't mean to make it seem so simple, but that's literally how I think. I mean, it's in the test group too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And it works. And this is why NFL athletes come to him to get trained, because it works. All right, next question, Robert.
Okay, so this next question, I'm going to combine two of them because they're both kind of relevant.
Okay.
Tammy asks, when you are so busy, how do you keep from eating unhealthy foods? Do you make your food in advance? What does a daily meal look like to you? And then Marcella asks, what is your favorite flavor of Shakeology?
My favorite Shakeology flavor is the new vegan vanilla.
It's good.
Vegan vanilla and vegan cafe latte is incredible.
Yeah.
I love those two drinks. But as far as the food, when I come to LA, I have a company bring my food to the hotel. It's the same company I use. Beachbody introduced me to Sunfair, a phenomenal company, great fresh food. They have a ton of different options. And they give you like a menu, you can pick your own stuff. So I usually use that. But eating healthy is the problem because I need energy. And with my schedule, I can't afford to have any, sugar crashes or I need to be on my game, because a lot of the stuff I do is all around filming photos, people, and just carrying positive light in every place I go. So I have to be trying to fuel myself.
So when you travel, do you always have healthy snacks?
Oh yeah.
What kind of snacks do you have?
I eat almonds, avocado. There's always a Whole Foods close. I go to Whole Foods all the time. I've been there since Sunday. I've been there 5 times already.
No way.
Yeah.
Yes. So then you tell us your typical day. You break your fast at around 11ish. Mm-hmm. So what is your first meal?
So today my first meal is actually Shakeology because I was at FITz Friday. So when I leave here, I have 4 meals in my bag. I have salmon salad. I have a turkey burger, and
but it's bunless, right?
Oh, it's bunless. Just super chocolate lettuce. But it's definitely bunless. It's actually some lettuce turkey burger, and then I have like some little snacks and fruit. It's like a little shrimp sticks or something like that. This is good.
I actually, he posted about Sunfair, and I message them. I'm like, okay, are y'all in Newport Beach? And they are, so I'm gonna check them out. So I can only imagine there's some people that are like, well, we're not a rich celebrity like you. Is it cost effective?
I'm not a rich celebrity. It's very cost effective. So here's another thing, a question like that. So say you can't, cater your meals or whatever, or have a food company bring it. You can go to the grocery store and say you can't afford organic food. Just start somewhere. Scrub the heck out of it when you get home. Don't let that be an excuse for, what you need to get better. I just say start with baby steps and visualize yourself being able to pack out your whole refrigerator. I'm going to always go back to visualization. That's how I was raised. Just in my situation, I had to visualize myself being in a better place because I couldn't. But the reality I faced was just not what I wanted for my life. So,
how old were you when you realized visualization was such a powerful technique?
7.
Really?
Yeah, because I had to become a man before my time. My mom was she was struggling, going through some tough times. My pops wasn't there, and so I had to look over my sisters. So, we had a lot of miracle meals, man. We're poor, and I had a big night. I think we ate surf sandwiches for like 5 days. I convinced my sisters they was eating pizza. Had to visualize it. What's on your pizza? That's so good.
No way.
Yeah, it was a lot of work, and then at night, I just had to see my life better. I just didn't understand why I was so young, going through so much, and I just carried on to my adult, and I still do it.
Don't give them all the good stuff.
I got plenty.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay, we have time for a few more questions, and then we'll wrap this up.
Okay, so I'm going to combine these two here because they're both related. Shift shop question. I have osteoarthritis, but I still want to be able to do the program. Is there a good modifier for this program? Do you think it will be okay for someone like me? And I've had to modify my way through core to force, and then Vision puts in, does Shift Shop have modified moves for different body types?
Absolutely. There's modifications for every exercise, every workout. In fact, there's a guy in the test group who previously used a walker. Yeah, MS, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Used a walker, and he's doing a program. He's not using the walker at all. He's losing weight, he's getting results, it feels better. So yeah, there's modifications for every exercise for sure.
And I love the chick that's the modifier. She always has this big smile. Oh, love her.
Yeah. It's Shannon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shannon. I was like, what's her name again? I should know her name. Yeah, she always has a big old smile.
So happy.
My favorite one is where she's tapping,
yeah.
and she's tapping, and it's like she's doing a dance.
Yeah. She's awesome, man. She's always happy.
And what I love about this program is that you just get to see his personality. Like there's no, like he makes some jokes, and so many times I'm like in the middle, like hating him, and then he makes a joke, and I'm laughing like he's right there with me. I mean, he really is just a great trainer. So, okay, next question.
Lorna asks on Facebook, any tips for eating healthy when traveling? This is definitely challenging for me and feel like it derails my progress and plan.
Lauren, this is what I'm going to leave you with a question. How much do you love yourself? That's going to answer your question right there. So if you love yourself, you're going to do everything you can to take care of yourself. So if you have kids and you travel with your kids, are you going to give your kids poison or are you going to give them the best? There's your answer right there.
And that probably just hit home to a lot of people, especially moms. Moms are classic for taking care of everyone but themselves.
I get it, and it's understandable. It's justifiable, but how much do you love yourself?
So I don't know if I told you this, but my challenge group, I usually do 4 weeks at a time, but this particular one, I'm doing 7 weeks, and I call it 7 weeks to shift because I'm getting them ready for Shift Shop once it launches. And so the theme is different every week. And so the very first week, the theme is love thyself. And we talked about this exactly thing in my group that, you have to love yourself and what are the actions?
Yeah, just don't let anybody convince you that it's wrong to love yourself. I think sometimes as people, and I'm a victim of it also, I did it to myself for years, I allow other people's insecurities to dictate my identity. There's nothing wrong with you loving yourself. If you don't love yourself, you can't expect anybody else to love you.
So true. Okay, next question. A couple more and then we're done.
Alrighty. So, is Shift Shop good for kids too for getting ready for sports? Asked by Jessica on Facebook.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep. I have an athletic training background. It's incredible for athletes, for sure. My 3-year-old, I'm already working with him on it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
He actually showed a live video in the test group of his son doing burpees in their hotel room. Like, can't even make that up. Yeah, no, it's truly, it's a program for everyone. For everyone. All right, last question, and then we'll wrap it up.
Jackie asked a pretty good one on Facebook. I love the concept of intermittent fasting, eating within a certain window, but working out twice during fasting. How do you not pass out? Are you drinking energized or something?
I drink BCAAs, during the fast, but I don't pass out because I have this mindset. I'm gonna give my all or die trying. So I don't know, man. I might be cut from a different cloth when it comes to that. But I just, once I have a goal, man, there's nothing stopping me. I'm sorry, it was hunger. You gotta use your spirit, man.
And I will add on to that I think that so much of it is our misbelief, because we believe that if you go so long, you're not gonna have energy. You guys, that is the reason that we have these adipose cells on our body. So if you can look at the fat that's on your body, like the refrigerator that's in your garage, okay? And so, you're having a party and your main refrigerator is empty, right? Well, you go and get the backup stored food in the garage refrigerator, right? That is what your adipose tissue is there for. You are not going to die. You aren't, and it's definitely, I always like to tell people that are being introduced to intermittent fasting, you don't have to start with the 6-hour window, guys. Start with 12 hours, because we all fast. You sleep, right? So you're not eating, well, I hope you're not eating while you're sleeping, but so however long you go from the last meal, start at 12 hours, and then the next day go to 10, and next day go to 9. But the mindset that, you're setting yourself up for failure, because you're already believing that, I can't go. There are so many athletes that have been training fasted for the longest time, and they are fat burners, and their body is finely tuned to know how to burn fat for fuel. So, all right, any other really good questions, Robert, or not to put you on the spot?
Oh, no, not on the spot at all. Angela from Facebook, when does the workout come out?
The workout comes out July 13th.
July 13th, guys. So this correlates with Beachbody. So there are like almost, I don't know if we're past 500,000 coaches in the US and Canada, but 30,000 of us go to this big event every year called Summit. So last year it was in Nashville. And in fact, if you followed me, that was the live broadcast that I did with the cucumber and me and Kelsey. And that's all I gotta say. Literally, I was crying laughing. You need to go back and look at that in July. But this year, it's in New Orleans, and they are releasing Shift Shop at Summit. And so my 7 weeks to shift is done right before Summit, and then we start the new the new group where we're going to be doing Shift Shop all together that next Monday. So I'm telling you guys, it's a game changer. You're gonna see hashtag game changer literally every day. So, all right, well, I appreciate you giving us time for the live broadcast. Of course, you have to stay around for the actual interview. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me on Facebook and on YouTube. Make sure, if you haven't gone and downloaded Fitz and Healthy, hello, what are you waiting for? You iTunes people that are on your iPhone, make sure that you go and search Fitz and Healthy, subscribe, and then download all the episodes, because there's so much great content there, and it's just going to keep getting better. For those of you that are not iPhone users, what are you waiting for? No, just kidding. The Podbean and Stitcher apps are what you can use for your podcast listening. So go search Fitz and Healthy. Those of you that are on iTunes, I will make a special request. If you can not only go and subscribe and download all the episodes, If you could leave me a review, that would mean the world to me. In the world of iTunes podcasts, the more reviews you get means the more likely that they are going to put your podcast out so that it's easier to search. And you guys follow me on Facebook, so you already know I'm talking to Talkerson, and you've heard a lot of what I have to say, but there's a lot of other people that need to hear the content that I put out so that they can live a life that's more Fitz and Healthy. So if you could leave a review, I read every single one of them. I'm hoping that you give me a 5-star review, but if you don't, I'm good at taking negative criticism. So that being said, thank you so much for joining us on this live FITz Friday Q&A. We will be here every single week. Some weeks I'll have guests. Some weeks, like when in Summit in New Orleans, Cinthanie and I are going to be doing it live in New Orleans, and maybe I can convince him to come back. I'm just saying, not to put you on the spot or anything.
It's done.
Yes. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful Friday, a beautiful weekend, and go live a more Fitz and healthy life. Ciao.
Make sure that you find us on social media. You can find Cinthanie on Instagram and Facebook at Cinthanie, so that's CINTHANIE, and on Snapchat at Cinthanie P. And find me on social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all at Club Fitz Fitness. Remember, that's FITZ Fitness. And on Snapchat, just at Club Fitz. I appreciate your time listening so much. If you enjoyed this episode of the Fitz and Healthy podcast, can you please go do me a favor and go subscribe at whatever platform that it is that you listen to podcasts. Leave a review. We read every single review, and we appreciate the time that you take to leave your thoughts and opinions. Now, also remember, while I am a medical doctor, the information I provide here is not intended to provide medical advice or professional diagnosis, opinion, treatment, or services to you or to any other individual. I am providing general information for educational and informational purposes only, and it is not a substitute for medical or professional care. You should not use this information in place of a visit, call, consultation, or the advice of your physician or other healthcare provider. The information I share is not intended to treat, cure, or diagnose any disease or medical condition. If you believe you have a medical emergency, just call 911 immediately or your physician. Now, enough of that medical legal jargon. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I appreciate your time. Now, go live a Fitz and healthy life.